Okay, so the next add-on that we're going to look at is resource packs. And where the skins are ways of modifying the way your character appears, a resource pack modifies the way your world appears, your environment appears. So it's just a collection of sound and image files that change the way your world looks. The reason I use the terms resource and texture pack sort of interchangeably, it's because prior to Minecraft version 1.6, these were called texture packs. So if you're playing a version of Minecraft 1.6 or prior, the downloads that you get, the texture packs that you get go in the texture pack folder. If you're playing a more recent version of Minecraft, they are called resource packs and they go in the resource pack folder. And I'll show you what that looks like in just a moment. You can find resource packs in plenty of places on the internet. As always, I encourage you to use a high level of caution before downloading any files on the computer. You can refer back to my precautionary tales in earlier episodes of this presentation. It's very important. You don't want to download viruses when you're doing this. So let's look at where you could find resource packs. So this is a website that I've tested. I know it's safe. It's among the ones listed in my resources handout. It's called planetminecraft.com. Not only does it has lots of things including skins, but we're going to be specifically looking here at the packs. And so it's got lots of options here of resource packs. Each one of these is a different one. So there's plenty to choose from. So if we're looking through here, we see the first one here has been downloaded 5,700 times. This one here has only been downloaded 200 times. You want to kind of steer clear of the ones that haven't been downloaded a lot. You want the tried and true resource packs. And so I usually go to most popular. And you see these have been downloaded millions of times. So we know that lots of people have used them successfully. So I'm going to show you as an example, like this one here, Modern HD Pack. You always want to take a look and see which version of Minecraft it is designed for. In this case, it's a 1.8 version. Usually anything made for 1.8.1 would also run on 1.8.8, which is the most current version. But you want to take note of that because it doesn't always say that. Oh, here, right here, it says 1.8.7. So we're going to click there. And that's going to take us to the main entry page for this particular texture pack or resource pack. You can play the little video and see all the beautiful features of it. Or you can look down here. But basically, if you scroll down beneath that, this is where you do your downloading. In Planet Minecraft, it's always the same. It'll show you this little yellow button. That's one that you can trust. You know, as with anything, if you go too deep down in looking for it, you'll find lots of distractions and other places to download things. But basically, you just find that little yellow download. You take note of the version of Minecraft that it's for, and you click there. Now this is taking you to AdFly. Whenever you see AdFly, quick look over here. Please wait. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, 0 seconds, and now it says skip ad. The ad that it's skipping is this area right here. As I've mentioned a few times, AdFly distracts you into thinking you have to hit this download. That's going to get you a piece of software that you don't need. You're waiting for it to do the countdown, finish the countdown and say skip ad, and then when you click there, in this case it takes you to a third place. This is Mediafire. Mediafire is trusted. What happens is a lot of time these developers, these are things that they make available to the public for free. And if they actually make them downloadable from a site like Mediafire that has a lot of ads, an ad-sponsored site, they actually make a little bit of money for their efforts. So that's why you keep coming up against this. You want to just be really careful. You know, like right down here is a start download, but that's an ad. But I happen to have worked a lot with Mediafire, and I know that right up here in the Mediafire area, this green download button is safe, and you can click there. When you click there, it does a little download. I will also tell you, while we're waiting for that to download, and sometimes resource packs take a while to download, you can see a progress bar down here in the bottom corner. It's working in that. I will show you that behind the scenes, Mediafire has opened a window and put something on there that you don't want. So often you'll find these windows sort of lurking in the background and you're not aware of them. Close them immediately. They're not going to do anybody any good. And it's notifying me now that our download is complete. So now we see that we have the Modern HD resource pack. It's a zipped file. I always immediately rename the file with the version of Minecraft, we're just going to say 1.8, that it is designed for. When you get a lot of resource packs going, you're not going to remember which one is designed for which. Sometimes it tells you in the name of it, sometimes it doesn't. It's always best to have a naming, a way of naming things that make it obvious. So I'm going to show you what to do with that in a minute. I want to show you another method for getting resource packs. Let's see. A lot of times what happens is kids will be watching YouTube videos. Oops, that's not what I wanted. This right here. Let's see a YouTube video. This is a showcase for a resource pack called, I don't know if it's called Cuddled Craft, I believe. So often when you're looking at a YouTube video, if you have a reputable YouTuber, in this case you know you do because he has 249,000 subscribers, so you know that he's legit. If you click the Show More area underneath the video, they will often give you a download link that takes you right to where to download the resource pack. They also give you a lot of other links, so you want to be careful. A lot of these are just self-promoting types of things, ways to get you to click on their other stuff. But you're looking specifically for the place to download the resource pack that they are showcasing. It's going to take us, we can tell, to Mediafire, which we are now familiar with. We recognize the Mediafire logo. We know that this is a safe place. We click here, and it starts the download. And if you noticed, behind the scenes, while we were waiting for that download, it opened a window for something that we're not interested in. So I always just close those right away. So let's go over here to our download folder and see. That one came down pretty quickly. I think it's not a very intense resource pack. What's the first thing we do? We rename it with the version of Minecraft that it was designed for. Okay, so now we've got two resource packs to play with. This is my hidden Minecraft folder. You'll have to refer back earlier in my videos to how to find that if you don't know already. But it comes with a resource pack folder built in, and that's where you're just going to copy and paste or drag these two. Whoops, I did it wrong. You're going to drag them into that resource pack folder. And there you have it. So how do you integrate them into the game? I will show you. So here I am in my HSC world that I created for this demonstration. And you can see this is the default texture pack for Minecraft. This is a grass block. It's got you can see a little pixels in it. This thing right next to it is some sort of foliage, a plant, a shrub maybe, not sure what you call it. But you can see it's sort of blocky and rustic and primitive, and that's kind of the Minecraft that we've all come to know and love. Resource packs pretty those up for you. So now that we've loaded them into our Minecraft folder, in the options area, in this resource packs tab, this shows you which resource packs you have available. Now what we notice right away in our available resource packs is that only one of the two we loaded is available. So that tells us something is wrong. If you put a resource pack in the folder and it doesn't show up here in the available one, something's wrong. So let's take care of that immediately. Let's go to that folder and take a look. I'm going to just open it up separately. So here's Modern HD. It's a zip file. Here's Cuddlecraft. It's a zip file. Sometimes these things need to be unzipped to get them to work. So I'm going to double click on it. That's how you do it on a Mac. And it just unzips it and makes it into a folder. On a PC, I believe if you right click on it, one of the options it'll give you is to extract files. So you choose extract here and it'll do the same thing that I just did. I'm going to delete the zipped version. We don't need that anymore. I'm going to rename, as I always do immediately, so I don't have to remember which version it's for. And I'll just show you what's in here. There's some assets and some stuff. That's what a resource pack looks like when you unzip it. So now let's go back to the game and see if now it is available to us. Resource packs. Ah, there it is. So now we have 2 resource packs available, Cuddlecraft and Modern HD. You notice when you roll over them, the icon changes to an arrow. That is telling us that if we click there, it moves that resource pack over to the selected resource pack, and this is the one that's going to be used during gameplay. If you want to move it back, you move it back that way. The default one will always stay here. It's just always there. That's our friend. So I'm going to say done. Sometimes when you say done, it takes a while. In fact, sometimes it takes a long time before it goes back to the option screen. That's because resource packs are really intensive sometimes, and it takes up to sometimes a minute or 2. You click done, nothing happens, just be patient. What you're waiting for is this new option screen that shows this is Modern HD, right? So you've got this sleek, modern look to it now that you didn't have before. And when we go back into the game, oh, look how different it looks. These are our grass blocks. They now look very sort of bricky. Here's our shrubbery, looks so much more shrubesque. So that's what a resource pack does. We can go back out, go to options, and did you see how this looks different? Everything looks a little bit different when you change the resource pack. So let's move Modern HD out, move Cuddlecraft in, say done. Let me turn on our sound so that we can hear it. You click, you wait, patiently, patiently. That one didn't take as long. And now when we go back in our world, things look a little different. Not a lot different because this isn't as intense of a resource pack, but you'll see how my bush looks a little different. I believe the pigs look a little bit different. Everything just has a different look to it. So that is all about resource packs. When you're done, you just move it out, and you can just leave them there for future use. So again, I clicked done. It took just a minute, and now I can go back into my game, and it looks like it always looked.